Okay, folks, let's say we're asked to solve the equation x to the power of minus a half equals 3/5, giving your answer as a fraction in its lowest terms. So we got a fractional power, we got a negative power. So the idea here is that we are going to adopt the rule of a to the power of x, let's say, all to the power of 1 over x. Okay, now when you have a power of a power, then you multiply. X times 1 over x becomes xx, so x over x, or xx, okay, which is equal to 1. So it's a to the power of 1, which is just a. So here, we want to get x by itself. It's currently raised to the power of minus a half. So how do I undo that? Well, I'm going to raise each side to the power of minus 2. Okay, so I'm essentially doing the reciprocal, okay, of both sides, but I'm negating it to the power of minus 2. Okay, so 3/5 to the power of minus 2. Okay, so on the left hand side, well, when I have a base raised to a power raised to another power, then I'm going to multiply those powers. So minus a half times minus 2, so minus a half times negative 2. The 2 negative becomes a positive. A half times 2 is just going to be 1, so it's equal to positive 1 or plus 1 or just 1. So we have x to the power of 1 on the left hand side, or just x, because anything to the power of 1 is just itself, equals 3/5 to the power minus 2. Well, that minus here is a negative index, so I'm going to flip the fraction. Okay, does the reciprocal, so it becomes 5/3, and then I'm going to square it. So squaring a fraction, so we have x equals, so we square the top and square the bottom. 5 squared is 25, and 3 squared is 9. Okay, so 5 squared means 5 times 5, and 3 squared means 3 times 3, so we get the answer of 25/9. And that, guys, is my final answer. If you're not convinced, sub it back in here and see what you get. If you raise 25/9 to the power of negative a half or minus a half, the minus makes it 1 over, or in case of a fraction, it flips it, so it does the reciprocal, so it becomes 9/25 to the power of a half, and power of a half in maths just means the square root. So essentially I have the square root of 9/25, which is the square root of 9 over the square root of 25, which is 3/5. So my answer is indeed correct.